Anybody who's looking to further their skills in business, obviously. It could be somebody who maybe doesn't have a background in business that's looking to move up into their prospective industry. Somebody who wants to maybe pivot their career. We have people from a number of different backgrounds. I personally was an engineer before I switched over to business. So it could be, we've had people who move over for healthcare, engineering, a multitude of people who are looking to advance their career or maybe take it into another direction. And then obviously people who are have a business background that are looking to gain more skills and kind of study more deeply.
If you are not a business major at the undergrad, we see a lot of them coming into our master's programs in the business administration, and they tend to be very successful once they graduate.
So the skills that students gain doing an MBA program, I break them down into two categories. I think there's professional skills that you gain and personal skills that you gain. And depending on where you're at in your career, you might see the benefit on the personal side quicker than you do on the professional side. But I think all MBA students, when they're going through their courses, they need to be thinking, okay, how could I use this personally in my personal life? How could I use this professionally in my professional life? And if they come in with that mindset, I believe the program will be much more rewarding for them.
All our graduate classes are taught by faculty who have terminal degrees. And most of us, if not all, have had some corporate experience. And I worked in the industry for 12 years, and that puts me in very good stead when I'm in the classroom.
Yes, so I, as I said, I have an engineering background, and then I went and did an MBA, and then I went and did a doctoral degree, and I did my doctorate degree online. So I have kind of that knowledge of what it's like to be an online student, as well as teach online. So I appreciate the fact that I kind of know where students are coming from when they're looking at doing online programs, especially in a master's program, because most of the time students that are doing a master's degree have families, they have jobs, they have a lot of other things going on in their life. So being able to relate to them that way. I've also worked in business. I own my own business. I've been a business owner for the last 11 years. And so I've worked in banking, I've worked in engineering, I have a multitude of experiences. So there's not very many students that I don't feel like I can relate to at some level.
Yes, you can do it at your own pace. You can do one class in a semester, 2 classes in a semester. Some of them want to go fast paced, they can do 4 classes in a semester. That's the maximum we allow. And that gives them the flexibility to be a mom or a dad and be an executive or a worker outside in the real world, and at the same time take classes at UT Permian Basin.
We pride ourselves on having quick response rates for students, because we understand that if you're stuck on something at 9 o'clock at night and I don't get back to you till noon the next day, that's really going to stop your progression. So I do the best job that I possibly can on responding as fast as possible.
Because our success lies in student success. If students are not successful, I don't think we as a UTPB community can be successful or be regarded to be successful. So my success is in my student success.
Students should earn their degree from UT Permian Basin for a number of reasons. One, I think the most important one is that there's a low faculty to student ratio. The students are very accessible. We get back to students very quickly, as I've already discussed. It's also very cost effective, and you have a world-renowned name that goes with your degree. And so for that reason, your return that you get is very high from this institution.